I was born to run, I was born to travel. It's another day alive, raising hell and slanging gravel.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Of course, I'm Chan, and this is the General Lee Resto Mod, or GL Resto Mod. And today I want to show you something really cool. It's really simple, really easy. Oh, there's so many resources online for this that it's easy to find stuff. But I just want to do a video and kind of walk you through this and show you some of the stuff I've done on mine to decode the VIN number, or the vehicle identification number. Now, this is a 1969 Charger, so I'm going to cover this 1969 model VIN decoding in this video. If your Charger is a 68 Charger, it's going to be a little bit different. Again, I'm going to provide resources for all these down in the description below. I'll have links to all this stuff, so independent of what year your Charger is, or even if you just got a Mopar, a vintage Mopar, and you're watching this, I'll have some links in the description below for some of the most common popular Mopars and how to decode your VIN number. So anyway, let's hop right into this one. All right, so the vehicle identification number consists of 13 digits, each of which has a meaning and tells you something about your car, your particular car. The last 6, though, are the production number, at least for a 69 model. Now, I first learned about all this and did all this years ago, before the internet had a lot of traction. And a lot of you have probably done this, but this is the old year one catalog. I used to love these things, absolutely love these things. And as you flip through them, right in the beginning, Dodge and Plymouth vehicle identification number information. So they've got a section for 1964 through 1965 models, 66 through 67 models, and 68 through 74 models. And they even tell you, hey, it'll be located on a stainless steel plate riveted to the left side of the instrument panel, visible through the windshield, as you can see here. And yeah, this is really awesome information. Also tells you how to decode the fender tag. That tells you a lot about your car, a lot of what options were on it and everything. Now, mine does not have a fender tag, so I can't go through that on here because I don't have one. My car just don't have one. So, which is great because mine's not original. So that's why I'm going to do the Resto mod. That's why it's actually a General Lee, because as I mentioned in my Is My General Lee Show Correct series, in that video I mentioned how I would never take an original 1969 Dodge Charger and turn it into a General Lee. I mean, I just wouldn't do that. So there's so many people trying to find those that I just wouldn't do that. I'd rather somebody else who's preserving those get that because they're only original one time. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, mine's not, and that's why I'm not only going to make it a General Lee, but also do a Resto mod version of the General Lee. And again, I do have a series planned for that where I'll go over all my Resto mod brainstorming stuff, different options I plan on doing or want to do, and where I'm undecided, things I have decided on. I'll do a whole series on that if you guys are interested in that. But in the meantime, let's decode this VIN number. Now, right here, I'm looking through the windshield as I back out here. See this? This is where I'm looking through. And this is where, on a 69 Charger, your VIN number, or your VIN tag will be. And it's got the VIN number right on it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get this sorted out. And we'll go over each digit and explain what that means. All right, so we'll just start right here at the beginning. The first digit in mine is an X, the letter X. Now, the first digit in these VIN numbers stands for the car make. It lets you know what kind of car it is, whether it's a Barracuda, Challenger, or whatever. And in this case, X represents 66 through 70 Charger. And that's what I've got on mine. Now, the second digit represents the series number. So in this case, mine is the letter P, which corresponds to a base 68 through 69 Dodge Charger. And that's exactly what mine is. As you've seen in previous videos, from the headlight door and the badging on the trunk in between the, I'm sorry, on the taillight panel in between the taillights, it's a base charger. It wasn't an RT, which gave you the 440 or the legendary 426 Hemi. I don't have one of those, so mine's a base charger. Now, the next 2 digits are the body style. Mine says 2.9. So 2.9 indicates it's a 2-door sports coupe. And that's exactly what mine is. Now, the 5th digit, which on mine is the letter H, denotes what type of engine originally came in this car. Now, the letter H, when you decode it, is, for 68 through 69 models, a 383 cubic inch with 330 horsepower or a 335 horsepower with a 4-barrel carburetor on it. So now that's actually what my car has in it right now, is a 383 4-barrel. Now, previously, last year in summer of 2023, when we got the General Lee running again after he sat for 10 years, I actually went under here, and as you can see the footage here, I found out that this is not the original engine. So this engine is from 1970, has a casting date of 1970 on it. So this is not the original engine, and this also, to me, was a sigh of relief because I don't want to separate an original engine from a car. I just can't do that in all good conscience. But thankfully, this one is not. So now it's a blank slate. Which means I can put whatever engine in it I want. So it's no secret I want to run a Gen 3 Hemi in this thing and a modern transmission. So that's not going to be a problem. I can do that guilt-free because the original engine was taken out of this a long time ago. Now, this is the same type of engine it would have had originally, and I think they're great engines. I mean, I really do. I think they're fantastic engines in these old cars, but I just want something more reliable, something I can daily drive and get better fuel economy and more power. And you just can't beat a Gen 3 Hemi on those counts together if you want the best of both worlds. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to do that. So let's go on to the next digit. Now, the 6th digit denotes what year the car is. So mine has the number 9. Well, that denotes it's an actual 1969 model year car. So mine is a true 1969 Dodge Charger. So that's really cool. And now the 7th digit tells you where the car was built at. And that is really cool too. I love the history on these cars and all of these things. I wish I could track down more history though. As far back as I know, I just know the guy who sold it to us. I don't know anything previous to that. I would eventually like to find all that information and see how far back I can track it, even if I can track it to the original owner. I would love to do that if possible. But that's a lot of research and a lot of time in the future, but that is something I would like to do eventually.
Now, the 7th digit in the VIN denotes the assembly plant. Mine is the letter B, which is Hamtramck, Michigan.
So that's really interesting. I love little things like that on the history of these cars. So now the next digits, 8 through 13, they just tell you the sequential production numbers starting with 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. So anyway, we don't even need to get into that. That's the production sequence number. But anyway, I hope you get out and check your VIN. And if you've got it, check your fender tag and look at all the options on the car. That'll help you get it back to being as original as possible and let you know a lot of things about your car and how it was built and all that. And I pray this was helpful and in some way. And again, I'm going to put links to online resources in the description below, so you can click on those and decode your own VIN number. And I don't know, I just think this stuff's kind of cool. I'm a nerd for all the historical stuff. And again, don't forget to check out some of these other videos we're doing here at GL Resto Mod. And until next time, keep it between the ditches.